This year's reading expedition centers around tales and tales, discovering the diversity of animal life and the wonder of storytelling.
And it includes a video by musician Sean McCullough and Jim Matheny. Here's Tales of Tales.
I was sitting at home with nowhere to roam, looking for something to do. In need of adventure, indentured to boredom, and feeling a little bit blue. My mama said, look, you should pick up a book. You should have found something to suit ya. Maybe a story of pirates who sail the seas, or of people who live in the future. Or if you like animals, I've got a few tales to tickle your fancy. She handed me one that had stories about a spider that they call a Nancy. There are tales of tails and claws and scales, and animals gone off the proverbial rails. Books full of facts, and books full of fiction, and books full of fantasy. And if your shelves they get bare, and I don't mean a bear with hair, I mean they get empty, I think you'll agree you should listen to me and head on down to your library, your library, your library. Wilbur and Charlotte became closest of friends. Their differences just didn't matter. And Alice, she had an adventure that led her to tea with a hare and a hatter. And Curious George was named Curious George for his inquisitive nature. And Peter the Rabbit, he had a bad habit of stealing from Mr. McGregor. Don't let the pigeon drive that bus, I think that he'll listen to you. And if you give a moose a muffin, he'll probably end up wanting a little jam too. Tigger loved bouncing and pouncing with Roo, and hanging with his good friend Winnie the Pooh. And given a chance, even giraffes that can't dance will show you just what they can do. There are tales of tails and claws and scales, and animals gone off the proverbial rails. Books full of facts, and books full of fiction, and books full of fantasy. And if your shelves they get bare, and I don't mean a bear with hair, I mean they get empty, I think you'll agree you should listen to me and head on down to your library, your library, your library. Read, 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 your library. What's your favorite book? Your library. Read, 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 your library. What's your favorite book? Your library. What's your favorite book? Your library. Your library.
Wow.
Catchy tale there.
How about that?
Cartoon, rather.
Yes.
And tale.